yours by hand.
Okay.
So you have this. So when she announces 5, 5.5, 5.5,
Yes.
5, 5, you just write them in here.
Okay, and I go across.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is round 1,
Yep.
all the dives. Round 2, all the dives. So you go down.
Okay.
So you write them this way. I'll show you.
Okay, great. Awesome.
All right, and this. Just a warning. This is live streaming, so just watch what you're saying.
Yeah.
I didn't do that last
Live streaming
time.
now?
I think so.
That's a shame.
We've got 0 watchers.
Good, start cussing really quick until that first body pops in.
Fuck.
Go.
Are we watching the 1 meter floor?
Nope, so we are going to be watching this right here. Yep, and our panel's going to be over here on this side. Are we doing 3 or 5?
Do we know the order of the same of
Hey,
them?
Court, what number are you?
4?
4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect.
That was a question. I'm not really sure. I think I'm 4.
It is now.
I'm 4.
Okay, perfect. Same order as last time then.
March fucking special.
Just sit where David tells me to.
No.
I really have no idea.
Listen, in front of this entire country and everybody who's watching, listen here, motherfucker. I got some words for you, okay?
Did you see me fall earlier?
No.
I wiped out.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you film it?
No, nobody got it on the Tino either.
Ben, what the hell, man?
Really?
You had one job. One
Is
job
it
to film it.
Lucia or Lucia?
Film her falling.
Lucia, okay.
I fell in the pool.
Did you?
I was moving lane lines and I just stepped.
Mine was terrible. I tripped, and it was like a 5-minute fall that ended up with
It
me
took
on the
forever,
road.
didn't it? I had a whole conversation in my head. Is that water? Why is there water in there? What water?
It took forever. I was like, maybe I can save this. Nope, it's gonna be embarrassing.
Does anyone know the girl from Ripfest? Is it Madeline or Madeline?
Madeline.
Madeline? Okay, thank you. I'll just leave this out. That way, remember.
Just go, Maddie.
Maddie?
Yeah, unfortunately, the TiVo was
Well, David was too busy laughing at me.
none of my
It should go pretty fast. Still like 14 girls.
Starting with Maddie.
Yeah, we're starting with Maddie. I remember like back when I was competing, it'd be like 60 something girls and we would do cuts and split boards.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's so nice they'll be done within 1.5 hours or something. Our viewership dropped from 16 people to 9.
I haven't started yet.
Yeah.
Just bear with me for 3.
So we're rotating the panel.
Rotating panels? Are we? Judging panels?
What number? 1?
3, 2, 2.
You need to know where you are.
Donna.
Donna,
Yes.
rotating panels, right?
Yes.
3, 2, 2.
7, 5, 7, I believe. Is that correct?
Okay.
3, 2. Yep. 2.
On the other side. You're number 2 on the other side, next to Adam.
Should I just announce like there will be a judging?
You will announce there'll be a judging thing.
Where would you like to go?
All the judges. Donna, Patrick, Matt.
No, do you have a...
Just go by Glenbrook, Redbird, Clayton, Ripfest. Clayton,
Redbird. Redbird.
Wait a minute. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you want him to move back?
Yeah, is that okay?
slide back a little bit there.
That's a lot better. Thank you. All right. Starting. Oh, is that Michael? Hello. Maybe this is out of battery. Hello? Hello?
Is the light on?
The light's on. Hello?
Try again.
Hello? Hello? Is it working? Oh, okay. Did he say signal? You're not doing it for that portal. Oh, you're doing it for here. This is the judge. Yeah, yeah.
We start right now.
Yeah.
Test.
Do you think it ran out of battery?
Connor, what have you done? Is it dead?
Relax. Technical difficulty.
Maybe. And
Mine? It's good so far.
Ready to go loud?
Yeah.
Until he figures it out?
Yep.
Alright.
Do I start announcing now?
Donna, if they're ready to go,
If they're ready to go, she'll just start yelling.
I'll just start screaming. Oh, that's so funny. Nice slide, Chris.
hello.
Oh, I just pressed this.
you don't need to, it's just
Okay. All right. Well, will they be able to hear me? Oh, I'm so sorry.
There's the volume button on it.
Okay. Oh my god.
No yelling into it, just talk into it.
Okay. Does this work better?
A little bit louder.
Okay. All right. Oh my god. Why is this so loud?
If you're yelling into it, talk.
Starting the girls 3 meter, 6. Wait.
Yep, go.
Starting the girls 16-18, final board C event. Madeline doing a 103B.
Go, Matter.
That's so loud. Boards. 7, 7, 7, 6.5, 7.5. Olivia, 103B. Board. 6.5, 7, 6.5, 7, 7. Emiliana, 103B.
You can't take the microphone off.
Boards. 5, 5.5, 5, 5, 5. Kendall, 403B. Yeah, honestly, I don't mind just holding it like that. 5.5, 6, 5.5. Caitlin, 103B. Ford. 5.5, 6, 5.5, 6, 5.5. Hadley, 403C. Four, 6, 5.5, 6, 5.5, 6.5. Madison, 401B.
Again. Can she hear me? Yeah. I don't think it's her.
I just did Hadley, right?
Yes. It should be Madison.
Yeah, I just said Madison.
She said she's not here. We don't see that she's from.
Unattached.
Announce her name, full name one time.
How do you say your last name? Madison Vander Is she on? No? Okay, scratch. Annie, 103B. Ford. 3.5, 4, 3, 2.5, 4. Isabel, 103B. Four. 4.5, 4.5, 5, 4.5, 5. Eva, 403C. Ford. 6, 6, 6, 6, 5.5. Samantha, 103B. Ford. 4, 4.5, 4.5, 4, 4.5. Ellie, 103B. Ford. 6, 5, 5, 5, 5. Lucia, 103B. Oh, synchro. Ford. 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 6, 5.5. Nicole, 103B. Ford. 4.5, 4.5, 5, 5, 5. Starting the second round, Maddie doing a 201B. Ford. 6.5, 7.5, 7, 7.5, 7. Olivia, 203C. 4.5, 5.5. Emiliana, 201B. Four, 5.5, 5.5. Kendall, 103B. Ford, 6.5, 6. Caitlin, 201B. Ford, 5.5, 5, 4.5, 5.5. Hadley, 203C. Ford, 7.5, 6.5, 7. Annie, 201B. When do I announce the judging panel change? Just like before the third round?
Right at the end.
Right at the end?
Get panel change at the end of this round.
Okay. Ford, 4. Isabel, 403B. Ford, 5.5, 5. Eva, 301B. Ford, 6, 5.5, 5.5. Samantha, 201B. Ford, 4.5, 4.5. Ellie, 201B. Ford, 6, 5.5. Lucia, 201B. Ford, 5.5, 6, 5. Nicole, 401B. Ford, 4.5, 5. Do I just say there will be a panel change at the end of this round? There's going to be a panel change at the end of this round, starting round 3. Maddie, do we have 301B? 7.5, 6.5, 7, 6.5. Olivia, 303C. Ford. 6.5, 6, 6, 6, 6. Emiliana, 301B. Oh, okay. Thank you. Ford. 5, 5, 4.5 cross. Kendall, 201B. Thank you. Ford. 6, 6, 5.5, 4.5, 6.5. Caitlin, 301B. Ford. 6, 5.5, 5 across. Hadley, 303C.
No, I'm just looking at the round now. It's still round 2. No, round 3. Great, thank you.
Ford. 7, 6.5 across.
Adults?
Annie doing a 301B.
5 or 6 left.
Ford. 3.5, 4, 4, 3.5, 4. Isabel, 201B. Ford. 5, 4.5, 5.5, 4.5, 5. Eva, 201C. Ford. 5.5, 5, 5.5, 5, 5.5. Samantha, 301B. Ford. 4, 4.5, 5, 4, 4.5. Ellie, 301B. Ford. 5.5, 5, 4, 4.5, 4. Lucia, 301B. Ford. 5, 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5. Nicole, 201B. Four. 4, 4, 3.5, 3.5, 4. There will now be a panel change. Okay.
We're gonna finish it.
Starting round 4, Maddie doing a 403B.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. We'll talk to you later.
Ford. 7, 7, 7, 8, 7.5. Olivia, 403C. Ford. 7, 6.5, 6.5, 7, 7. Emiliana, 403B. Ford. 5.5, 5.5, 6, 5, 6. Kendall doing a 301B. Ford. 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5, 6. Caitlin doing a 403B. Ford. 6.5 bingo. Yeah, bingo. Hadley doing a 103B. Ford. 7, 6.5, 7, 6, 5.5. Annie doing a 403B.
I didn't know you knew sign language.
I'm a man of many talents. No idea what else is capable of.
Ford. 5, 5, 5.5 across. Isabel, 301C. Ford. 5 bingo. Eva, 5233D. I love bingo. Ford. 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 5. Samantha, 403C. Ford. 5.5, 6, 6, 5.5 across. Ellie, 403B. Forward. 4, 5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Sorry, I could not see those. Lucia, 403B. Towards 5, 5.5, 6, 5.5 across. Nicole, 301B. Boards. 4, 5, 5, 4.5 across. There will be a panel change at the end of this round. Starting round 5, Maddie to a 5132D. Boards. 7.5, 7.5, 7, 6.5, 7. Olivia, 5132D. Boards. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7.5. Emiliana, 5231D. Do you know who the third judge is? She only holds it out and Okay, thank you. Boards. 6, 5.5, 6, 5.5, 6. Kendall, 5231D. Boards. 5.5, 5, 5, 4.5, 5.5. Caitlin, 5132D. Boards. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.5. Hadley, 5132D. Boards. 5, 5, 5, 4.5, 5. Annie, 5231D. Boards. 4, 4.5, 4 across. Isabel, 5231D. Boards. 4, 4.5, 5, 4, 4.5. Eva, 103B. Boards. 6 bingo. Samantha, 5132D. Boards. 3, 3, 2, 2.5, 3. Ellie, 5132D. Olivia, 5231D. Fours. 4.5, 5.5, 4.5, 5, 4.5. Nicole, 5231D. Fours. 5, 5, 5.5, 5, 5. There will now be a panel change. Is there usually a panel change for rounds that are like 9 and above? Do you know why they don't do this?
Keep them fresh, try to fresh, and even out like
Okay. That makes sense.
this we're still for finals, but you can say yeah, we can switch.
And then we go after 2 again.
And we your first 3 times, and we
There it was.
Got it. Starting round 6, Maddie doing a 107C. Fours. 6.5 bingo. Olivia, 105B. That was so good. Fours. 7, 7, 6.5, 7, 7. Emiliana, 105B. Fours. 5, 5, 5, 4.5, 4.5. Kendall, 105B. Boards. 6 bingo. Caitlin, 105B.
Bingos all day.
Boards. 5.5, 5, 5.5, 5, 5. Hadley, 205C. Boards. 6.5, 6.5, 7, 6, 6. Annie, 105B. Boards. 2.5, 3.5, 2.5, 3, 3.5. Isabel, 5233D. Forward. 3, 2.5, 3, 2, 2.5. Eva, 404C. Forward. 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 5, 4.5. Samantha, 105C.
Last was 4.
Forward. 3.5, 3.5, 4, 3.5, 4. Ellie, 105B. Forward. 6, 5.5, 5, 5.5, 5.5. Lucia, 105B. Forwards. 5.5, 5, 6, 5.5, 5. Nicole, 403B. Forwards. 4, 4, 5, 4.5, 4. There will be a panel change at the end of this round. Starting round 7, Maddie, 5152B. Forward. 5.5, 5.5, 6, 5.5, 5.5. Olivia, 205C. Forward. 7, 8, 7.5 across. Emiliana, 203A. Forwards. 5, 4.5, 3.5, 4.5, 4.5. Kendall, 205C. Forward. 3, 3, 3.5, 3, 4. Caitlin, 405C. Forward. 4, 5, 5, 4, 4.5. Hadley, 305C. Forward. 3.5, 3.5, 5, 3.5, 5. Annie, 205C. Four, 4.5, 5.5, 6, 5, 5.5. Isabel, 203B. Fours, 4.5, 5, 5, 4. Eva, 303B. Alboccasin declared. Awards 2.5, 3, 2.5, 2.5, 3. Samantha, 203C. Samantha, 203C. Four, 3.5. 4.5, 4.5. Ellie, 405C. Fours. 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. Lucia, 203B. Four. 3.5, 4.5, 5, 4.5, 4. Nicole, 5132D. Fours. 6, 5.5, 5.5, 5, 5.5. You'll now be a panel change.
Yeah, you better be doing a good job.
I'm not.
That's why I'm saying you better be doing
I'm
a good job.
absolutely not. I'm making
Are you
sure that
okay?
anybody
Do you
that
want me to
you
go
judge.
slower? Okay,
Expectations low to begin with. You're just exceeding them all the time. That's what I do.
hear me okay?
Yeah, but it's just something like
Software crashed. Oh,
Okay.
having a gila.
Starting round 8, Maddie doing 205B. Fours. 5, 5.5, 6.5, 6, 5.5. Olivia, 305C. 6.5. Emiliana, 404C. Is the pace okay? Okay. Fours. 4, 4.5, 5, 4, 5.5. Kendall, 405C. Fours. 5, 4.5, 5, 4.5, 5.5. Caitlin, 203B. Fours. 4.5, 5, 4.5, 4.5, 4. Hadley, 405C.
405.
Sir, please don't talk down to the divers.
Work underneath for right now.
Fours. 4.5, 4, 4, 4, 3.5. Guinea, 405C.
Letting this power go to my head, you're right.
Fours. 2, 2, 3, 2, 2.5. Isabel, 404C. Fours. 5.5, 5, 5, 4.5, 5. Eva, 5134D. Four. 5, 4.5, 5.5, 4.5, 4. Samantha, 303C. Fours. 3, 3.5, across. Ellie, 203B.
Getting confused. This doesn't say go, does it?
Calm down. Sit down.
She splashed all of them.
See? You're lucky you're here.
Fours. 2.5, 4, 2.5 across. Lucia, 404C. Four. 4, 4.5, 4.5, 4, 4. Nicole, 105B.
It's so much easier to do your job when you're not being heckled by the judges.
Me? Fours. 5, 5, 4.5 across. Starting the ninth and final round, Maddie doing a 405C. Fours. 7, 6.5, 6.5, 7, 6.5. Olivia, 405C. Fours. 6 bingo. Emiliana, 5235D. I love bingo. Fours. 3.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4, 4.5. Kendall, 5235D. Fours. 5.5, 5, 5, 4.5, 5.5. Caitlin, 5233D. Fours. 3, 4, 2.5, 2, 3. Annie, excuse me, Hadley, 105B. Fours. 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 3.5, 3.5. Annie, 5233D. Fours. 3, 3.5, 4, 3, 3. Isabel, 105C. Fours. 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5, 5. Eva, 105B. Fours. 6, 5.5 across. Samantha, 5233D. Fours. 3, 3, 3.5, 2, 3. Ellie, 5233D. Fours. 5, 5, 5.5, 5, 5. Lucia, 5233D. 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Nicole, 203B. Fours. 5, 5, 5, 4.5, 4. That concludes the board C girls 16-18 3-meter event. Thank you, judges, divers, reps, and table workers.
Start late.
Winner and still champion.
Thank you, you too.
Gotta bring me the flash drive, but when I do that, what do? All right, let me double check the.
Only got 4.
So what was out of this?
Maybe someone took them? You get the black drive.
Then it'll pop up. Make sure. I mean, it's really good.
Got it.
Let me turn this off. I felt so bad. I like shouted into it. Didn't realize how potent it was. We got under control. Yes. I felt so bad. I saw everyone on that side flinch, and I was like, oh no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is right here.
So scared.
Yeah, I run a lot of meets, so a lot of random people.
Oh, 6. Set who? What round?
Round 6. Number 8.
Can you
Got it.
Do we bring the box here?
I
Oh, okay.